Hello. Okay, welcome to Closet Confidence Day 5. Oh my gosh, I had to think about that for a second. Um, so yeah, somebody asked me a great question. Should you do Closet Confidence again and again? And the answer is yes, because it's going to be different every single time. And I often get inspired by questions and comments that you guys make in the Facebook group, and that's how I determine what I'm going to do in Closet Confidence. So I've over the last several months, I've had a lot of questions and a lot of comments and feedback from you all saying, I have a lot of clothes that I don't wear. I buy things and don't end up wearing those things. I've got a closet full of clothes that are going unworn. I'm not making the most of my wardrobe. I need to shop less and style my clothes more. I need to wear more of what I have in my everyday life. My everyday lifestyle has changed, and my wardrobe looks like it belongs to a different lifestyle, but I don't want to toss all of those things out and start over. Instead, I want to make the most of the clothes that I have and just fill in the blanks. So I came up with this style archetype training that I've done with you guys this week, because I think that often the missing link is we're looking at the building blocks and the tactical pieces and the clothing without looking at ourselves. I always want you to start with yourself. I always want you to start with yourself. And so you are the filter that's going to determine what should enter your wardrobe and what should stay out of your wardrobe. When I work with clients one-on-one, we are building layers of filters, and truly that's the way that my program is designed. The first filter is like, let's understand your body and understand it well. Let's understand your body's vertical proportions. Really important for those of us who are outside of a vertical average size range or average height range. Let's understand your vertical proportions and really nail down the lengths of clothing that are going to work on you, and the fit of clothing that's going to work best on you. And then let's also look at your shape, your horizontal, what we all know as pear or rectangle or whatever it is. I have colors for them because I feel like colors are less judgy. But you know, it's looking at your body as your unique body shape and dressing for your body. That's the first filter. The second filter, and maybe the second one should go in front of the first. I'm always flip-flopping these two, but it's color. And truly, I can look through the most chaotic and crowded store and pull out just the things that are going to work for me because I have such a strong color filter. I never there's no store that I get over. Bring it. I don't care how crazy, how chaotic, how messy the sale is. I can go in there and find exactly the pieces that are going to work for me because my color filter is so strong. So that's the second filter that you need. Like going straight for your colors, super, super easy, super accurate filter. You don't have to pick up every item and examine it. You don't have to do that. You just look through the rack, and if something is that color that you're looking for and the colors that you're looking for and the colors you're building your wardrobe around, that can be an item that you take out and consider. And then, so body type and color are like the filters that are based on what we look like. But equally important is the filter that we can't see. I can't see Marguerite's personal style. I can't see Amy's personal style on the outside. I can't see her personality on the outside. I can see the choices she's made today, and they're beautiful, but I can't see her personality on the outside. It's just as important to dress the inside as it is to dress the outside. It is just as important. And we have all been in that experience where we have felt like fakes, or like we're wearing a costume, or just like off in what we're wearing. I will tell you when I feel off in what I'm wearing. Does anyone want to guess? Does anyone want to guess what makes me feel really, really like so not Netta and something that you won't see me in often? Even though it's a go-to for many of you. Yes, Paula, I want to know what your guess is.
Hiking boots and those types of clothes to go out in the woods.
Yes, nailed it. First try. Yes. Business suits, absolutely. Also, Kirsten, totally. Those are the two extremes for me. Menswear inspired clothes, also corporate-y looking clothes, like businessy looking clothes that are very, very much like a very classic business clothes, and athleisure, hiking boots, hiking clothes. Like those are clothes that make me feel like I'm wearing a costume. I look down at myself. I'm like, who is this even? What happened to you? Where did you go? Right? Some of you are going to put on a feminine dress. Yes, athleisure. Yes, yes, yes. You guys are so good. You know me well. And I want you to know yourself that well. I talk about my style all the time and I talk about my preferences, and I would encourage you to really lean into that and to recognize that that's not just a good thing to do, but an essential thing to do if you want to manage the chaos that can happen in our wardrobes. If you are dressing for 9 different people, none of whom are really you, I'm not talking about 9 different lifestyle categories. I'm talking about 9 different style personalities. If you're dressing for a lot of different style personalities, you're just never going to. Awesome. Formal clothing feels like a costume to you. Have you noticed that someone like Jennifer Aniston, who has relaxed, natural, minimal style, even when she dresses up, she looks casual? She looks effortless. You will never see her in something formal and fussy. She's always going to be formal and relaxed, which sounds like a contradiction, but it isn't for her because that's her personal style and that's her aesthetic. She brings that same aesthetic to the red carpet as she does to going to a farmer's market. Like it's the same. And so it's that common thread that we were talking about. And Laura said she sees it in interior design. It's that common thread that unites everything in your wardrobe. And you want, at the end of the day, for it to be a word or 2 or 3 that is that common thread for you. And so the style archetypes conversation, whether that resonated with you or not, is really a step in that direction. It's a step for you to find, like, what is it about me that makes me reach for these things and feel really good in these things, and not reach for these things and not feel as great in these things. You took off something too frilly or girly. You love it on other people though. Okay, so I love that kind of clarity that you had on that, because there's a version of that where you put it on and you take it off for each one of us. And I want you to share in the comments here what you feel off in, what doesn't resonate with your style, what feels out of the box for your style. Because as a personal stylist, my job is to help you dress like the best version of yourself and say, oh, okay, Paula, you love this. That's really cool. Let's find the best version of this for you. Not, oh, no. We don't want you to wear that. We want you to wear this over here. No, I want Paula to feel like Paula and to wear what Paula wants to wear, but do it really, really well. That's my job as a personal stylist. I can stretch you a little. I can be like, oh, you like Gamine style? Maybe we can do this, but it's always got to feel authentic to you. So boho's not you. You need a mix of feminine and masculine elements. That's really good. Frills and flowery patterns are not for you. Physical frills make you feel like a clown. Awesome. Athleisure is not you. Yes, someone else like me. Yeah. Scratchy material. That's not for anybody. But I love that. High heels feel off to you. You like wedges and a clunky heel, and you prefer dress boots. Really good. Really, really good to know this about your style. And this is why I had you make that what I love, what I loathe list, and what loves me back and what loathes me back list, right? Small prints. This is so good. Let's see, because some of these might give you ideas. Natural, relaxed, and sportswear makes you feel off. Yep, same. Big, bold, bright patterns. Little girly details make you feel awful. Definitely do not go into a petite department in a department store, because apparently we're all 5. If you're petite and you're shopping in a department store, you must be a toddler, right? Like thank you so much for the cutesy frilly collar. Like, who the heck wants to wear that over the age of 12? Really. Big, bold, bright patterns. Okay, oversized neutrals. Really good to know. Awesome. Formal clothing. I don't mind outdoorsy, sporty clothes as much as jogging, workout, athleisure styles. Really good. Like, you're getting into like what feels like you and what does not feel like you. And I'm going to tell you, you love details, but not ruffles. Crop tops. Yeah, crop tops are not my friend either, but for a variety of reasons. Puffed sleeves, no ruffles or frills either. So good. Frilly and large prints, floral and lace. Too much contrast or big, bold patterns overwhelm you. Really good to know. Big and bold statement and mixed media looks. This is so good. I want tailored blazers. Really good, Mary Mary Kay, that's so good. And you're going to see blazers on everybody's list. You're not going to wear blazers. You're going to find a version of a jacket that works for you. So this list these are things I will say with only a small reservation. Take these off your list permanently. Just commit to saying, unless I suddenly wake up and feel like this is my style and my style has completely changed and I don't really feel like it works that dramatically, these are off the table for me. They're off the table for me. You're never going to buy another blazer. You're never going to buy another big bold print or another ditzy print or another ruffle or frill if that feels off to you. It doesn't matter if it's trendy. You will feel weird in it and you will look and feel awkward in it. You'll feel awkward in it. And awkward energy is not good energy. Can I tell you guys, this is a really embarrassing story, but I will tell you, this does not leave this room. This is a circle of trust, okay? Does not leave this room. If it gets out, I'm going to know it's one of you because I haven't shared this publicly before. Hate the combat boots with civilian clothes. This is so good. No bodycon, no graphic t-shirts, probably not plaid. That's so good to know. So, okay, here's years ago, a friend of mine said, I was newly married. I was like 6 months married and I was living in Chicago. And a friend of mine said, let's do a Mrs. Beauty pageant together. Okay. I've never done a beauty pageant in my entire life. I had like never done a beauty pageant. I was a fashion editor at a magazine at a time. So my clothes were all like fashion clothes, right? And the pageant aesthetic is very different than high fashion aesthetic, right? I did not know what I was doing. And when I tell you the pageant was like 5 days away. And so I, looked around really fast. I'm like, I'm just going to wear my own clothes. I had no idea. I literally did not even know what we were doing. I got Mrs. North Chicago. Okay. Again, this does not leave this room. So we get our itinerary and first thing it says is first day, there should have been a major red flag. I should have just dropped out right there and said, you need a new Mrs. North Chicago because I am not your woman. Because first day it said, we're going to practice a dance routine. To say that I'm not a dancer is, I'm lucky if I walk in a straight line without like tripping over my legs. Like it's just not for me, right? So they said casual clothes for dance routine. And I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to, like, I'm a fashion editor. I dress up every day. I'm like, I don't have any cute casual clothes. Like I dressed up every single day. So I was like, I'm going to go and I'm going to buy, just go back and please don't hang up on me when you hear this, because this was the trend back then. It was the juicy sets, right? So I was like, I'm going to buy it was a striped hoodie and terry cloth shorts that were striped, right? And I had a tank top that had my name on it. And I went and bought, it was like $250 for this stupid outfit that I would never wear any other time in my life, but I wore it because I was like, I need a cute dance rehearsal outfit. And that was the only thing I could think of. So I get to the dance rehearsal. And what do you think everybody is wearing? Not being in the pageant world, I did not get the memo. I did not understand the assignment. I failed miserably because everyone was in suits. Like St. John, Chanel, pearls, pumps, heels. I was in sneakers and a terry cloth 2-piece set that felt like I felt like an overage teenager. And like, I just felt like I was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I could have worn my regular, like everyday, like high fashion look. And I would have felt like myself and fit in so much. Like literally everyone was in suits and pantyhose and pearls and lipstick and glam, big hair. I had a ponytail that took me 45 minutes because putting my hair in a ponytail is no easy feat. But I was like, I've got to do the sporty thing. I've got to look sporty. I even bought sneakers because I didn't own sneakers. I bought sneakers for this thing. And I show up. And I'm also the shortest woman in the room at 5'2", right? So all of these tall, glamorous women in these stunning, glamorous outfits. And I am in sneakers. People were about to use me as like a table to rest their drinks on. I looked so short in that room. I was like, this is just my worst nightmare. So Why am I telling you the story? Ah, she's still gorgeous. That's so cute. I was not the beauty queen that I thought I was going to be that weekend. I did get runner up in the bathing suit category. But like, it was fun. It was fun. It was a lark. And the woman who won was like a fitness model. So we looked completely different. She was like, oh, she looked stunning. But anyway, all that to say, when we try to fit a square peg into a round hole or a round peg, we are going to feel awful. And here I was, someone who's really comfortable with their style, really nailed down my style, really like fashion was my thing. And I showed up somewhere and I looked so off for where I was, right? I did not know the culture that I was walking into. When you show up as yourself, you can go into a room, even if you don't get the culture, even if you don't understand it, even if it's not your thing or your aesthetic, and you will feel like yourself. If I hadn't tried to look like someone who knew how to dance, and instead, if I had tried to just show up as myself and look stylish as myself, I would have walked into that room and I would have had a completely different level of confidence than I did. So this is why I spent so much time this week talking about how you should be you and nobody else. And how whatever anybody recommends for you, you put it through the filter of what works for Carolyn, what works for Laura, what works for Louise. Everything needs to go through the filter of what you love and what you are truly comfortable in when you put on your skin. Clothes feel off to you, everyone's going to pick up on that. Everyone's going to pick up on that. And most of all, you are. You're not going to feel like yourself. You're not going to have your best day. This is such a good list, Ursula. You guys, you need this list and you need to keep it on your phone. You need it to be everywhere. You need to have this list on you at all times because you're going to walk into a store and you're with your friend or your sister, or the salesperson is going to be like, oh my gosh, everybody's wearing blazers this season. You should be wearing a blazer. And you'd be like, but I'm not a blazer person, but everybody's wearing blazer. You totally need to be wearing a blazer. And then you're going to be like, oh, I guess I'll buy a blazer. And then you're going to hang it in your closet and you're not going to wear it because you're not a blazer person. Or whatever it is that you feel like is just so off to you. A ruffle, a print, whatever that is. You need this list and you need to review it often, definitely before you go shopping. Okay. I am going to give you, we're going to do something new. We're going to do something new. Since our group has grown, we have 919 people in the Closet Confidence Facebook group. It's nuts. And this was just started, just a few months ago. So super excited how it's grown. If you have friends that need support around this style, please invite them. It's free. And I'm showing up here for you because I want you guys to love your wardrobes. So invite them, have them join us here. Awesome. Nobody can talk you into anything anymore. You're just over it. Yes, that was you with skinny jeans. You hated them. They're really bad for an orange body type. They were bad for a lot of body types. I would just say they really were. They really were. Okay, so we're going to do a challenge over the next, starting September 1st. We're going to do a challenge every day, like a little outfit of the day challenge. I'm going to publish it in the group this weekend so you guys can plan for it. And if there are days that you fall off and you're not able to do it, totally fine. Just pick up the next day. Just don't give up. The challenge is going to give you ideas and inspiration for making the most of the clothes that you already have and different ways of combining your own clothes. It's not going to be super, super specific that you're like, well, I don't have that piece, so I can't wear it. It's going to be like how to work with your own wardrobe in different ways. So that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on in September. But I wanted to just leave you with some ideas for creating outfits and tying things together in your wardrobe. If you're feeling stuck with your clothes, I would encourage you to take 10 to 15 items that you are currently not wearing in your closet. And I want you to put that you like, not like, why did I buy that? It doesn't fit me. It's scratchy. It's annoying. Not those pieces. But if there are things in your wardrobe that have just fallen off your radar, who has something in their closet that they like, but they're just not reaching for anymore? Oh, that's a good question. These are so good, you guys. Oh, yay. Someone invited a lady at the car dealership. Your 3 blazers pictures day 1. Okay, this is so good. So I want you to take things out that fit you, that you could style or you could wear more, but you're just not currently reaching for it. You're not currently wearing them. You're not currently perfect. I love that, Ashley. So you're going to start putting these pieces into outfits in the coming weeks. And I'm going to give you formulas and ideas that can help you take some of those pieces. Let's start with something that many of you have. No, that's awesome. Let's start with something that many of you have and that doesn't get a lot of use. And I have done over 5,000 closet edits. That's a lot of closets that I've been in. And I see things that show up again and again. One of the things a lot of women have over a certain age is what I call the statement jacket. Does anybody have a statement jacket in their wardrobe? Raise your hand if you have like a statement jacket in your wardrobe. Often it comes as part of an evening set, or maybe it's a daytime statement jacket, but it's a jacket that you find hard to style. You don't know what to wear with that statement jacket. I did a little clip about this because I have a client who had like, oh, look, this is a turquoise lace jacket with a big collar in a heavy silk. This is a heavily beaded jacket that I have that it only goes with this one set. So these are pieces that often we can put in a box and say these pieces are only going to be worn one piece because they don't seem very versatile. So any real statement piece, whether it's a statement top or a statement jacket in your wardrobe, this is going to sound obvious, but it's not obvious because every time I tell someone this, they're like, oh, I always wore that just the same way every single time. I would encourage you to take those statement jackets, which can often look a little bit mature and a little bit matronly. Many times, these are the jackets designed to cover your arms in the evening that come with 2-piece pant sets for night. You know what I'm talking about. These types of jackets look best and look most modern. If you're like, I really love that jacket. I know the outfit is dated, but I really love that jacket. Pair it with jeans and a very simple top, whatever that really simple top is. Like taking your statement pieces and combining them with really basic pieces can be an easy way to wear more of the clothes in your closet. So this is true of if you've got a really statement, who has a really statement skirt or skirt that they don't have anything to wear with, or a pair of pants that you feel like you have nothing to wear with that pair of pants. Raise your hand if you have something really statementy and you're like, yeah, I just don't know what to do with that. You know how jeans go with everything? So do jean tops. That's why a denim top ended up on my modern classics list, because anytime there's a like out there skirt that doesn't go with anything, a peasant style skirt with lots of pattern on it, or an interesting shape or an interesting color or something eclectic in any way, if you add a really basic item like a denim top, or you can also insert a white button down top in that category, it will work with that skirt. Another easy way to do this is to do a neutral top and a denim jacket or neutral jacket. Neutral, solid, simple, casual top and jacket with any pattern skirt. So what about yes, even if it's a slightly fancier skirt, even if it's a fancier skirt. I have a silk, like it's a beautiful kind of gold silk skirt. And I have a very heavy lace skirt that's stunning and really, really full, kind of a 50s silhouette. I wear it with a white button down shirt tied at the waist or tucked in. I wear it with my denim shirt tied at the waist or tucked in. This is the way that you can take the pieces that you put in a box for formal or for work and make them work for your everyday life. I've worn my silk, my gold silk skirt with a sweater, like a cozy casual sweater. You can wear it with a sweatshirt. This is at the end of the day, the one thing that I would encourage you to remember, we've talked about classic and we've talked about creative. If you have an element, and raise your hand or put it in the comments, if you have an element of creative style in your style personality. If it's 10%, 20%, 40%, if part of you is creative and part of you is classic, okay. If you have any creative style in your personality, the way to infuse creativity into your daily looks is with what I call juxtaposition. So it's the rule of opposites. I did a video on the rule of opposites, 10%, 20%, that's great. So taking something and putting it with something else that doesn't match is the easiest way to refresh an item in your wardrobe and make it your own. Taking the fancy skirt and putting it with a casual top, taking the fancy jacket and putting it with a casual outfit, taking the fancy top and wearing it with jeans. It's the juxtaposition of formal and casual that looks really, really modern. You want to do more, Mindy. Awesome. 60 to 70%-ish, Barb. That's great. So juxtaposition is the modern. When we go back in the 80s or 90s, when many of us were learning our style rules, you matched everything. You matched everything. Your medals matched, your shoes and your bag matched, right? Your jacket and your pants always matched. Like, and there's nothing wrong with matching. Matching is not out of style, but matching is classic. And mixing and doing the opposites can infuse a little bit of a more modern look into your outfits. So, okay, so a fancy dress, throw on a casual jacket over it and wear it with more casual shoes and play with those combinations. Maybe a fancy dress with sneakers is just like, too much for me, but maybe a fancy dress with like a pair of ballet flats or a more casual pair of flats is something that you can get behind. You just did that with a crazy blingy jacket. Yes, Ashley, that's perfect. So crazy blingy jacket, everybody has like a version of that. Wear it with jeans and a simple top. You love this look of the skirt tied at the waist, but you don't like the peekaboo it creates. I love shorts underneath those or fashion tape. Slow to do mixed metals, mixed belts. So you still lean to matchy. So if you're leaning to matchy, you've got a creative element of your style. You have a classic element in your style. And I would encourage you, wherever you're at on the classic to creative continuum, to explore the rule of opposites in a way that feels authentic to your style. Some of you have seen me in outfits where I'm wearing sneakers and a dress, and you're like, not for me. Well, maybe for you, it's a more casual flat shoe. Maybe for you, it's wearing that dress to, wearing a denim jacket with it and wearing it to run errands rather than wearing it to a special event. So what is it that you can use to downplay? And I want you to write down a couple of things that you're going to commit to doing to wear the dressier pieces in your wardrobe a little bit more. If you have dressier pieces in your wardrobe that you love and you're not wearing them that much because your lifestyle isn't calling for them that often, what can you do to dress them down that feels like you? That feels like you. Could it be, I'm going to give you a couple of examples, more casual shoe, adding a more casual jacket. Those are the easiest ways, switching up the accessories and making the accessories more casual. Are you going to be able to do this with a sequin evening gown? No, probably not, but you can do this with a lot more than you think you can. So taking your clothes out of boxes and thinking, well, maybe that silk dress doesn't have to be so dressy. It's just a solid silk dress. Maybe I can make that a little bit more transitional. The 3-color rule, the 3 colors rule, which means, having no more than 3 colors in an outfit can help. If you're creative, you can break this rule. I break it all the time. I like multicolored outfits, but that's a great rule to start with. Okay, so taking a dressy outfit and making a dressy item and making a casual outfit with it. Now, the next challenge for you guys that I want you to do. So that's the first thing I want to see from you guys this weekend, the first homework assignment. The second homework assignment is to take something casual and dress it up. Take something casual. Do you have a pair of joggers that you'd like to wear to church? How would you do that? Maybe they're not fleecy and oversized and have grass stains. Maybe they're your nicer joggers, right? Maybe they're just a jogger material, but you're like, well, these are joggers. I can only wear them to hang out around the house. How can you wear those? How can you dress those up a little? That's a great question, great point, Marguerite. So I'm going to talk about that. You can make almost anything okay for casual, but not everything can be workified. I love that. And because workplaces have different aesthetics and different cultures. But you love this assignment. Yay. So, okay, what is a casual item in your closet? Everyone knows that you can, I don't need to tell you guys, nobody needs to write this down probably, that you can wear your jeans with a pretty top and dress them up. I think we've all had that memo since about 1990, right? Like everybody, If you're going out with your girlfriends at night, you put on jeans and a pretty top, or you put on black pants and a pretty top. Like that's, a given for many of us. But what other casual pieces in your wardrobe can you dress up? Do you have joggers? Do you have, denim jackets? Do you have casual shirts like t-shirts? Does anyone remember when Sharon Stone caused a huge sensation by wearing a white Gap t-shirt with a black ball skirt to the Oscars years ago? Like, you'll style your Adidas joggers for the theater. I want a picture of that. I love that suggestion, and I want a picture of that so badly, Marguerite, when you do that. Could you dress up your leggings? Could you dress up your Adidas joggers? Could you dress up your sneakers a little? Could you dress up your really casual jackets? Maybe you have a utility jacket. Maybe you've got a parka. One of the coolest looks I saw in J. Crew, they had a sequin dress, but it was a cocktail dress, shorter, not long, and they had a long sleeved denim chambray shirt over it, and then they had a parka over that. And I was like, I feel like I'd fallen in love. I'm like, I don't even like parkas. I live in Florida. I need a parka so I can make that cool combination. Very unexpected. Definitely going to be outside of some people's comfort zones. But truly, when I tell you there are not really rules anymore, and doing your own thing can often be really freeing and really fun and a great creative process. You're going to try this with one of your denim jackets. Okay, so I love that. Dress up a casual piece, dress down a dressy piece. So you dressed up your yoga pants for work when you were in a wrist brace. Nice top and blazer. Yes, yes. Can I tell you, little hack, if any of you work from home or do any Zoom calls for anything in your life, if you keep a jacket and a pair of earrings at the desk, you can be ready for any meeting at a moment's notice. You put on a jacket, doesn't have to be a blazer if you're not a blazer person. If you put on a jacket and you put on a pair of earrings, I also always keep a lipstick at my desk. Like, you're ready. Nobody knows that you're wearing your joggers. Nobody cares if you're on a Zoom call. So I love that you dressed up your yoga pants for work. We're seeing a lot more transitional pieces, like Halara makes those pants that look dressy but feel casual. So consider those pieces and how you can dress them up or dress them down for your own lifestyle. So it's really making the most of your wardrobe. Jeans with a mink coat and pearls with boots. I love it. So adding casual shoes to dressier outfits, adding dressier shoes to casual outfits. So I'm going to go back to the jeans and a cute top example again. If you wear jeans with sneakers and a sweater, you're going to have a completely different look than if you wear jeans with a blouse and heels. I don't need to tell you that your evening shoes don't need to just be safe for evening. Like, you can put them with jeans and they look super, super cute and super cool. I've been wearing my wedding shoes like that since I got married in 2001. Any opportunity I have to pull out my wedding shoes, which are neutral and sparkly with jeans, I do, because why wouldn't I? When also I've been saving them for the red carpet for years, and nobody has invited me to go on a red carpet. So therefore, I'm going to wear them in my regular life, right? So it's really about making the most of your clothes and taking your clothes out of boxes. Yes, puffy and quilted vests are still relevant. They are. Actually, one of my clients just texted me yesterday and said, I got gum on my puffer vest. Can you send it to me? I'm like, yeah, I'll send you another link. Love the look of boots and with dresses and skirts, but fine boots are tricky to find because you're short. Yes. So if you're shorter, create one column of color from the waist down can really help. So matching your boots to your skirt can help. The other, I'm gonna recap a rule that I've shared in the past, just as a reminder. Shoes can do one of two things to an outfit. They can bring personality, add interest, add style to an outfit, or they can add flattery to an outfit. If you want your shoes and your boots to be more flattering, they either need to match the hem of your outfit or they need to match your skin. They need to match the hem of your outfit or they need to match your skin. That's how you're going to create a longer, more flattering line. And that's especially important for those of us who are petite. Now, watch my video from this morning where I talk about shoes. There are a lot of brands now that are doing wide calf boots. And then there's a brand called Duo Boots that does wide calf but not necessarily, if you have regular width feet, but wide calves, they have different sizes for the calves and the shoe part of the boot. So that's like brilliant, I think. Okay, I have a whole catalog for that, Michelle, and I'll share it. I have a comfort shoes catalog, and they're all cute, because if they were not cute, they would not be in the catalog. That's my criteria. Yes, it has to be cute and it has to be comfortable. Neither of those are optional. Neither of those are optional. So I talked about shoes should either match the hem of your outfit or match your skin if you want them to be lengthening and flattering. So if you put on an outfit that is a challenge for you to wear, like it's a little bit hard, you need to add additional flattery to that outfit. Me in a short or in a long full skirt, if I'm in a long full skirt, I need to do something so that I don't look like a mushroom or a cupcake, right? I need to do something to add flattery to that outfit because I'm petite and short-waisted. And sometimes it's just like a lot going on, right? So that's when I will reach for a shoe that matches my skin because it lengthens me, or a shoe that matches my skirt because that will also lengthen me. Then the other role that a shoe can play is it can bring something to an outfit that doesn't already exist in the outfit. It can add an element that's missing. If you, for example, you're wearing an all neutral outfit, add color to the outfit with a shoe. If you want, it's optional. You can do all neutral, you can do all color. But if you're looking for ways to accessorize your outfits, going back to the rule of opposites, what is this outfit missing? And that question that I asked in that video, outfit, what do you need? What are you missing? And if the outfit is missing color, add color with the shoes. If the outfit is missing texture, add texture with the shoes. If the outfit is very simple, make the shoes statement-y. If the outfit is a real statement outfit, you can keep the shoes simple. But doing the opposites like that with your accessories can really, first of all, jog your creativity and give you new ways to wear the things that you've got in your closet, but also create really cool and balanced looks. Because when we go off in one direction or off in the other is when we can have boring or the eye doesn't know where to look outfits, right? If we're trying to find outfits that are cool and express our personal style, but not like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on, or, oh, that's so predictable and boring. Like, we're all trying to find that middle ground, right? And using the rule of opposites can get you that middle ground. So I want you to consider this rule in every aspect of your outfits. If you're wearing something boxy, pair it with something fitted. If you're wearing something fitted, pair it with something boxy. If you're wearing something long, pair it with something short. If wearing something short, I know I could go on and on. Pair it with something long. I'm going to say one of the outfit formulas that is shown most often for mature women is one of the least flattering outfits on anybody all the time and should be banned and burned. And I don't understand why they keep showing these outfits, because we need more flattery as we get older, not less flattery. But it's the long jacket with the long dress. Or like the jacket that ends where the hem of the jacket hovers somewhere around the hip line, and the dress ends at the knee, a little lower than the knee, somewhere in the widest part of your calf. Those are a recipe for disaster. If you're wearing a long, loose, especially long, loose jacket, but if you're wearing a long jacket, but it's not the length of the dress, it's shorter than the dress, and you're wearing it over a longer dress, long over long is so hard. It's so hard. It's different to have a coat over a dress and they're the same length, right? Or a coat over a dress and the dress is shorter than the coat. That's a really cool look. But a coat that's or a jacket that's slightly too short for the dress and also is flowy, and then it's always paired with a dress that's a little bit shapeless. That's the evening dress formula that you will see if you click on that dreaded mother of the bride filter on any website. You're going to see a loose chiffon dress, often with chiffon ruffles, and you're going to see a flowy chiffon jacket that ends at the hippish area. If you want somebody to start sending you senior citizen discounts and run to open the door for you because you look much older than you are, you can put this outfit on. If you want to add like a good 15 pounds, and subtract a good 4 inches from your height, go for it. Like that is like a safe bet. And I have taken pictures of myself in those outfits, and my sarcasm in the posts sometimes did not translate. My husband was like, people think that you're actually wearing that outfit because you like it. And I had to say, no, 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 no. These are because all you have to do is put one of these on and you will look, guaranteed, you will look older. You will look older and less cuter. That's not a way, you know what I mean? So, you want short over long. If you're going to wear a dress, and a dress is going to be longer, right? It's not going to come to your waist. A dress is a dress. Wear it with a jacket that hits at the waist, or a more structured jacket. So, said this before, flowy over flowy. Flowy over flowy does not hide anything. Flowy over flowy does not hide anything. Flowy over flowy will add weight and shape to every woman all of the time. We will always, always look a little bit more flattered and something a little more structured. And if you like flowy because that aligns with your style personality, then pair it with something a little bit more tailored. But if you do flowy and flowy, it's not your friend. And all of the chiffon pantsuits with the flowy chiffon top and the flowy chiffon pants and then the flowy chiffon layer, and the top has an asymmetric hem. You know what I'm talking about. They're coming for us. I'm pretty sure it's the law in some circles that you wear these to formal events. They're not cute. Yes. So, and Sherry has done, oh my gosh, if you could post some of your examples, Sherry. Sherry is in my Angel Style program. She has these beautiful, beautiful statement jackets and statement patterns and statement pieces. And a lot of them were long over long, and she has shortened and tweaked and tailored some of those pieces, and they look incredible because the fabric, if you've got beautiful fabric and beautiful colors and you just love, let's face it, fabric quality has gone down. And if you have pieces that were made beautifully back in the day, you know, when you bought them and that was a silhouette that was really stylish back then, use those pieces and tweak them so that they look modern and are more flattering to you now. Like that's the way to go, because those fabrics you can't even, they're hard to find anymore. You can't do them together. Okay, so yes, Heidi made a really good example. If you have those flowy outfits, separate them. Not only are they not married, they're not even friends. They're not on speaking terms with each other. They need to be in completely separate sections of your closet, right? So you can wear the flowy top with your jeans. You can wear the flowy skirt with a sweater. You could, whatever. You're going to wear them separately. Fabric quality is getting worse every day. Yeah, it is totally true. And truly, if you want really great quality and you want really great fit, often vintage stores, you know, as long as you can find classic pieces that are not too costumey there, vintage stores will have like beautiful lined things with like, you know, they're just, the construction is so different. And so we can't blame ourselves when we put on something that's poorly made and it doesn't look great on us. Those don't look great on they don't look great on anybody. My daughter, who is, you know, my older daughter is 5'8" and very slim. We were homecoming dress shopping for her once, and there was a dress where the fabric was so thin. I was like, this dress, I could probably rip it like paper. Like it was so, so thin. And you could see the outline of her belly button through the dress. And when I tell you this child is very slim, wasn't like the belly button was pooching out. It was that the dress was so thin. I'm like, who in the world? Who's going to wear it? You can't wear underwear underneath it. There's, you know, it's horrible. Like, we're like, yeah, that's a hard pass on that dress. Nobody's going to be able to wear that dress comfortably. And it just, a lot of dresses are just made where the fabric is so thin and they're unlined and the quality is just not great. Oh yeah, exactly. With a flowy pant, you need a fitted tank top. I will also say the opposite rule applies to skin. Okay. And bear with me. I'm not asking everybody to wear crop tops. Only Louise and I are going to be wearing crop tops from now on. Everybody else can just wear, everyone else can just wear regular full length tops. I'm just kidding, Louise. You can wear them, but I will. I know you really want to, but I will not be wearing crop tops. That's not a good look for me right now. But what I will say is that anytime you're wearing a lot of fabric, you need to show some skin somewhere. And even if that's a shoe. And sometimes in the fall and winter, obviously you have to play with this rule because you're going to need to cover completely if it's cold out, right? But then you want a flattering silhouette. But if you're like, oh, I feel like there's just so much going on, or my outfit is so big, or my outfit is so bulky, there's just a lot of fabric, or if the outfit feels at all a little bit masculine to you, if it feels a little bit masculine to you, like how can I bring in my femininity in this outfit? How can I make it feel more feminine, and how can I make it look more flattering? Add a shoe that shows the top of your foot. Because often when we're wearing masculine, or we're wearing outfits that feel masculine, we've got like, we're all covered. So you're wearing maybe pants and a button-down shirt and a jacket, right? If you do a shoe that's a little bit more of a feminine shoe, a little bit more of a delicate shoe, a shoe that shows more of the top of your foot, that's an opposite element that really adds a lot of flattery and a lot of femininity. Another thing to do is to unbutton the top couple of buttons of your shirt. You want a little bit of a break in the fabric to create that femininity. And then the final thing I would say is, if you're doing, we're talking about opposites again. If you're doing tailored plus tailored plus tailored, even if your style is classic, if you're wearing a tailored button-down shirt and you're wearing a tailored jacket and you're doing a tailored pair of pants, you're going to have a boxy, often unfeminine looking outfit. What can you do? You can change one of those pieces. So maybe the jacket becomes like a sweater blazer instead of a tailored blazer. Or maybe the blouse becomes a feminine blouse. Maybe it's a pattern, or maybe it's just a silky material. And so you're not wearing a tailored woven broadcloth or poplin or whatever top. You're wearing a silky blouse with the tailored jacket and the tailored pants. And then you bring in a feminine shoe and you've got a balanced outfit. One of the things I will tell you guys, and I want you to make this observation yourself, because my job is I will always tell you the truth on your posts. If you share an outfit picture, I will tell you the truth, and I will say it with love, but I will tell you the truth because I want you to fix whatever isn't working so that you feel cuter in your outfits. That's my job. My job is not to just say, it's to say, okay, if you tweak this, it'll be even better. And so one of the things I see a lot is a lot of women are sharing pictures of outfits that look very tailored and really kind of masculine. And by masculine, I mean, they are wearing a button-down menswear kind of inspired shirt. Nothing wrong with that. That's a wardrobe staple, but it's all in how you put it together. They're wearing a tailored jacket. They're wearing a pair of tailored pants, maybe in khaki or black, some kind of solid neutral color. And then they're wearing a shoe that's like a loafer, or a shoe that covers the whole foot, maybe a bootie. And those outfits are very, very rarely flattering. So you've got to change the blazer for a more feminine jacket, or you've got to change that button-down shirt for a silky blouse, or you've got to switch out those pants maybe for like a wider leg pant. Something, but that tailored plus tailored plus tailored plus boxy shoe, you're doing boxy, 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 and boxy. And you're going to need to balance it with something feminine. Okay, so because we're talking about how to put outfits together and tying things together in a way that feels, to share an outfit, you have to be on Facebook. It helps because then you get feedback from everybody. But if you're not on Facebook, send them to me directly. Just email them to me. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Lafayette 148 is one of my, is a great brand. Okay, so if you're putting together an outfit, and we're going to be doing this outfit challenge in the month of September, I would so encourage you to do it. And I'm going to have prizes for those of you who participate the best in the outfit challenge. I'm just going to say that this could be all sorts of fun prizes, fun and games. I have stuff that's being sent to me from brands now that I would love to share with some of you guys, and I would love to send you some of these pieces. So participate in the challenge. Let's have fun together. Let's inspire each other. We're going to give each other ideas. One of the things that I would say, you're standing in front, you've put together an outfit, you put on an outfit, you're standing in front of the mirror, and you're like, something isn't working. Something isn't working. And I'm always going to tell you, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I know I throw a lot out at you. I'm not expecting you to go through a checklist of 973 things before you walk out the door. Well, notice that style and color and opposite and this and that. And I'm just going to give up and stay in my sweats. No, I want you, like, if you like the outfit, you like the outfit. Fabulous. Go on with your day. But if you put on an outfit and you're like, something about this is just not working for me, I'm going to give you a couple of ideas on ways to make it work. The first thing is to, again, we're going to go back to the rule of opposites. Is the outfit to one note? Is it to one note? Does everything look like everything else? Is it all feminine or all masculine or all sweet or all sassy? Are you showing a ton of skin? Are you showing no skin? Are you wearing all color? Are you wearing no color? Like, just ask yourself these questions. Like, how would I describe this outfit? What might be missing from the outfit? First tip, right? That's what we got into quite a bit today. The second thing I would say is to ask yourself how you can style it to make it more flattering. What is not working in the outfit? Does it feel like your neck looks short? Does it feel like your waistline isn't flattered? Or does it feel like your legs look short? Those are the three questions. Neck, waist, leg. Neck, waist, leg. Those are the three complaints we're going to get for the most part about how our clothes fit. It's either the neckline is off, the waistline is off, or the leg line is off. This makes my legs look short and is not flattering to my legs. Okay. This makes my neckline look short, or makes my bust look like it takes over the whole outfit, or whatever. Where you need flattery, where you need to lengthen the line or to add flattery, is where you should show a little bit of skin. Okay, so if you feel like you have a very full bust, maybe a turtleneck is not for you. You want to show a little bit of skin at the neckline to add balance. If you feel like you've got really boxy shoulders or squared shoulders, and you're like, I want to downplay my shoulders, show your neckline. Anything that anytime you show skin at the top part of your body, you're going to be adding flattery to the bust line, the shoulders, and the arms. Okay. Second zone that we're talking about is the middle zone of your outfits. Oh, I will talk about that, Kristen. That's a really great idea. I mean, really great point. The second zone is the tummy zone. Does my tummy look flattered in this? Have I lost my waistline? Tuck, tie, or add a jacket. Those are three ways to bring your waistline back. You can do a little tuck and blouse out if you've got a little pudgy, a little roll there. Most of us do. Tuck and blouse out, so you're covering that little area. Tie, if tucking doesn't work or you want an alternative, or add a jacket, because a jacket that hits at the waist is going to create that waist definition without tucking or tying. Fourth option, of course, is to have your shirts hemmed to the right length so that you don't have to tuck or tie. A shirt that hits around the waist can often be the solution for those of us, especially those of us who are short-waisted. And then if you feel like your legs need the flattery, that's the area that often looks shorter or bulkier than you'd like it to look. Then consider cuffing your pants, consider lengthening your legs with the color of the shoe, consider really, really nailing down your hemline length, because the hemline is the most important. Where you draw that horizontal line on any outfit is where people are going to look. And if you're like, oh, like this skirt suddenly makes my legs look shorter and wider, well, chances are it's hitting you at the widest part of your calf. And you want to get that length right so that outfit is the most flattering. The base of your knee, where your knee goes in a little bit, that's the most classic length of skirts and one that works on everybody? Like if you hold your leg out, you look at this the outside side of it, you're going to see a little divot. If your skirt hits that little divot, that can be a great place for your skirts to end. So great question, Amy. Where should a hemline sit? Okay. It's different for everybody. That's why I gave you that length for the skirt. That works for everybody. That knee, that knee spot works for everybody. That's if you're like, I could only pick one hemline for the rest of my life, make it that hemline. The calf length is the hardest. The calf length is the hardest. You really want to get that accurate. That's why I do the fashion fit formula. Everyone gets a specific place where their calf measurement should be. If you want to eyeball it, try on a few skirts and take pictures and pick the one that's the best length. It's going to be above or below the widest part of your calf. And I don't care if your calves are sticky like mine are and have no shape. I have no shape in my calves, but even if I draw a line at the widest part of my calf, it's unproportional vertical, like it's out of proportion vertically. So you want to be a little shorter or a little longer than that. Everybody can wear that knee length and everybody can wear a maxi. But when you're petite, you want less volume in your maxi. But those are two lengths that work for everybody. It's really the midi length that's the challenging length. Can short people wear cropped or ankle pants well? It depends on the length of your legs, not the length of your body. It's knowing where you're short. Where you're short is where if your legs are shorter, you want your pants to be full length possible. So you're going to lengthen your legs. If your torso is shorter, then you can't have as much fun with your tops because you don't have as much place. You don't have as much space to play with, right? It's the same as in interior design, Laura. If you have a big room, you can put big, interesting pieces in it. If you have a smaller room, sometimes you have to put smaller pieces in it because you're reflecting the scale. So if your legs are shorter, go full length with your pants. It's going to be more flattering. Okay, how can you make cute outfits when it's still so hot? Someone who lives in Florida and it's going to be hot for another 5 months. I will tell you, it's accessories. It's accessories. It's accessories. And it's making sure that your accessories are interesting enough to carry the outfit because you're not adding layers. You're not adding layers. So your accessories have to be enough to carry the outfit. That's why I like the espadrilles with the leg ties. That's why I like a hat. That's why I like a cool statement earring because I don't have that many pieces to play with in a summertime outfit or a warm weather outfit. So I want those pieces to count. So whatever that looks like for you, you want those accessories to speak to your personal style because they're going to carry a lot more weight in a summer outfit than they are in a fall winter outfit. You've only got one, like if you're doing a one and done outfit formula, like a dress or a jumpsuit, you want really cute accessories. If you've got 5 different pieces in an outfit because you're wearing a sweater and a shirt and a jacket and a this and a that, then the accessories can be simpler because you've got enough going on with the clothes. Right? So, your legs always look short. You're not short. You're 5'7" and 3/4. That's a really good observation, Barb. So it's where you're short. You can be tall and have shorter legs. You can be short and have longer legs. My one claim to fame when I was in college, walked into the Gap buying a pair of jeans. And I asked the woman at the counter, I was like, what is this L after the jeans, after the size of the jeans? And she said, oh, that's long. Those are tall jeans. And I was like, I'm wearing tall jeans at 5'2". I was like, woohoo. I'm still telling that story. It has not happened since, but yeah, I have a 30-inch inseam and I'm 5'2". Not tall, but it's tall for me, so it's all, you need to know your own individual lengths. It's not, we all know by now through years of disappointment that there is no such thing as one size fits all, right? We all know that there's not one size fits all. So I can't even wear petite pants because my legs are so tallish. You have only 2 months of real summer in the Netherlands. Yeah, I know. And so on the flip side, you can have so much more fun with layers and outfits and putting together, because fall clothes are like, fall is where you get your PhD in fashion. Summer, you can really dial it in. You can just wear a dress in summer and add cute shoes. but fall is where you really like, that's where we have more opportunities to express our personal style. So for those of us in the South, we've got to work the fall color. I work the fall colors in. As soon as September rolls around, I'm like, it's fall. So I'm wearing my wine, I'm wearing my fall colors. They're still sleeveless, but I'm wearing the fall colors. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So a lot of brands are doing custom sizing on their sites. Levi's, Lily Silk. I've talked about make your own jeans. Sumisura, the jacket maker. Jacket maker is one that I'm working with. I just ordered a leather trench coat from them. It's made for me. So it fits my bust and I can close it. And it's also the arms aren't too long and the jacket isn't too long and the waist isn't low. You know, like all the things that happen to me when I try on clothes that don't fit. I would encourage you to lean into brands that are doing either custom sizing or specialty sizing, because if you're plus, tall, or petite, you know our options are getting narrower. We have fewer options than ever in those categories. So support Petite Studio, support Tall Alternative, support, you know, your favorite plus size retailer, because we want to keep them in business. We need those options. We need those options. Yes. So Power of My People is in my Canadian style guide. It's a really great brand. So is Dynamite. I do have a Canadian style guide. You can message me if you're Canadian and I will send it to you. Yes, it's okay to roll the sleeves of a sweater. And oh, I forgot my third pointer. We're talking about the neckline, the waistline, and the hemline. The final thing that I would say is, when in doubt, if you're not freezing and you're not about to lose a limb because of the freezing cold weather, zhuzh your sleeves and pull them up. Always, 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 always. Like pull them up, pull them up, pull them up. You will look slimmer and taller. I promise you. Your waistline will look slimmer. You'll look more elegant. People will ask for your autograph. Maybe not that last part, but like it really makes a huge difference. Just bringing your sleeves up below, below the, like right below the elbow. It's a game changer. No woman I have ever met hates the lower half of her arm. Most of us are okay with this. Even if you're not okay with the upper half of your arm, this part is okay. You will look slimmer 100% of the time. I feel like I'm 5'10" when I zhuzh my sleeves. I'm 5'2". I feel like it adds a good foot on my height. Okay, yes to Canadian Style Guide. I will send that to you. I know I owe you an email, Linda. I started it and I will finish it. So you can do hair ties. Amazon sells bands that are a little less tight than hair ties, so they might be a little more comfortable to keep your sleeves up, but it's a game changer. Okay, so yes, that's how you keep them up. Hair ties, bands, there are all sorts of little ways to do that. If they're stretchy, they stay up a little better. If they're really silky, they don't stay up as easily, but it's worth just keep zhuzhing them up. That's what I do. Yes. So like those vertical proportions, nailing that is so important. I have one, Maureen. I'll put it in the Facebook group. It's a really good one from Amazon. They sell it like it comes in a bunch. Okay, so we talked about styling today. We talked about putting it together. We talked about the rule of opposites. We talked about adding something to an outfit that is missing. We talked about dressing your dressy clothes down and your casual clothes up. We talked about creating flattery with little styling techniques. We talked about the fact that Netta is bossy and will always tell you to tuck, tie, or add a jacket, because if you lose your waistline, you're going to lose a big key to flattery in your outfits. And we talked most of all, really what I want you guys to come away from this whole week in is you have the power to go into your closet and create beautiful combinations that feel like you, and to go out every single day feeling beautiful and confident and authentic and interacting with the world around you in that way. It changed. Somebody told me, and it really, really made my day. Someone that I spoke to today said that challenge that I gave you all of getting dressed by 9 a.m. or whatever time you set every day, and then checking in with your outfit at the end of the day. This is someone who spends a lot of time at home, and she said that changed her days. And I've actually heard that, like 2 or 3 of you have told me, my day is better when I put on real clothes. And not when I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything anyway, I might as well not get dressed. We've all been there. I've had pajama days, and I will tell you, nothing happens on pajama days. Does anything really happen? At the end of the day, you're like, oh, I wasted the whole day and I feel like a slob. Ugh. You know, like, no, put something on, and what, you know, dress for your day, and it will change the way that you feel. So power is in your hands. I gave you a ton more information than you probably know what to do with, but you're going to have, you know, this is a process. It's a journey, not a destination. So keep enjoying the process of putting together outfits that make you look and feel your best every day. I love you guys. Oh, next week, I'm going to do, and every other week in this group, I'm going to do an open Q&A Zoom. So we don't have to wait. Usually it's 6 weeks or 8 weeks till my next Closet Confidence. I do them every 6 to 8 weeks. I would encourage you to invite your friends to the next one, and I'd encourage you to come to the next one because it will be different. And I will be taking suggestions for what you guys want to talk about and learn during these Closet Confidence sessions, because if you're spending a week with me, I want to make sure you get what you need out of it. So, but every other week, I'll pop up in the Facebook group. I'll schedule it so you guys can plan for it. I'll send out an email, and I'll have a Zoom open Q&A session with you guys. I'll share a couple of things, and then you guys can ask me whatever questions, and we can work through whatever things you've been struggling with. So I hope that's helpful. Love you guys. Yay! I'm glad it was fun. At the end of the day, style is fun, right? It's not rocket science. We're gonna have fun with it and express ourselves. So love you guys so much. Have an amazing long weekend. For those of you in the US, have an amazing long weekend. I will talk to you later. Thank you. Thank you guys. Bye.